Hello everyone, it's John from what was John's Pokestop, but is now John's Card Shop. Now, I haven't done a YouTube video in quite a long time. I kind of fell out of love with the platform, but I'm back here today because I have a video that I just can't fit onto my Instagram platform or TikTok because the video is just going to be too long. So back to YouTube it is, and I'm here with a video where I'm going to be doing an unboxing of two vintage theme decks. Now these theme decks are a little bit special because they are in fact the 1999 to 2000 UK print / fourth print, fourth edition, whatever you want to call it. But today I'm just going to go with 1999 to 2000 base set, as that is what PSA designate it as on their slabs. Now, how you can tell that these are fourth print boxes is, as I said down here, you've got made in the UK, 1999 to 2000. They also have the curved Wizards of the Coast logo on the side here instead of the square one, and on the front it has trading card game, which is not on the earlier theme deck boxes. The last little telltale is that there is a tab here, see if I can show you it here, and that is so that you can open up a little bit easier. Now, I guess you're wondering, why am I going on about the fourth print so much? So the 1999 to 2000 base set is actually the rarest of all the base set variants. The non-holo cards aren't that rare. They were printed in the USA, Australia, Europe, UK, worldwide basically. But the holo cards, I have one here, are the rarest. These were the least printed of all the base set variants. So if you look at population counts on the first edition, the Shadowless, the Unlimited, they are in the thousands. Charizard is a good example. I think if you look at first edition and Shadowless, there's literally thousands of them. I can't remember if it's 4,000 or 8,000 of each. And then if you look at the Unlimited, I believe there's over 50,000 of the Charizard. Whereas with the fourth print, there are only around 350 total. And a lot of the holo cards don't have a PSA 10. The population counts for the 9s and the 10s are in single or double digits. And some of them, for instance, the Blastoise, does not have a PSA 10. They are very, very rare. Now, the reason that these are so rare is that the holo cards in most of the packs around the world were just the standard unlimited holo. They did not have 1999 to 2000 on them because they were trying to use up the surplus stock. The only place that these were printed was in the UK, and I believe it was only for a couple of weeks. I've done quite a lot of research on this. And basically, they are like rocking horse shit. They are so rare. And they're really underappreciated as well because they're quite hard to identify. I'll just show you. You can probably tell from here that I've actually opened one of these. Well, I've actually opened a couple of these boxes, which you might have seen on my Instagram. But I've found that the best way for me to get mint fourth print cards is to open theme deck boxes. Because the ones that have UK written on them are pretty much some of the only guaranteed ways to get the fourth print cards. And the ones that are kicking around that aren't in seal packs are in pretty poor condition. And as I say, they're really rare and it's just hard to come by them. So I guess today I'm going to be opening these up, talking a little bit about the fourth print and seeing why it's so rare. So let's start, before I keep talking about it, let's just open one box and see how we go. So this one is the Overgrowth theme deck, which should have the Gyarados in it, along with 4 Bulbasaurs, 2 Ivysaurs, and a few other cards that are quite interesting. So if we start with the seal, so you can see this is why this was added, to make it a little bit easier to get into them. So we'll take the top off there, take the theme deck out. Now what's interesting about these theme decks is instead of it being separated like it was in the early ones, they come in this packet that is completely sealed together, and all of the cards are on this side. This side here is actually a deck box. And what's interesting is, so I'll just take it out of this packet. So if we open this up, so what you get inside is you get your deck of cards, your theme deck box, which if I open it up, it should have the little token in it, the Chansey coin, which is there. We have our damage counters, which aren't marbles, they are the updated cardboard ones, which were obviously a lot cheaper. And we have the rule book, which is the fourth print edition of the rule book. And it has the the curved Wizards of the Coast logo. Now, these are the cards. Now, what is a good sign already is the centering on these are pretty good on the back. And what you find when you open these decks is that what happens on the back kind of translates the whole way through. I think they were cut from the same sheets. I know that because I opened one before where they were miscut and every single card was miscut inside. You'll also see this little green strip here, which is color-coded to the boxes. So for Overgrowth, it's green. For Brushfire, it's red. Zap, it's purple. And I haven't opened a blackout one, but I presume that it would be blue in that. So let's see if we've got a 4th print holo, and let's see if it's in good condition. Oh, we have got one. Look at that. So it is 1999 to 2000. So I'm always worried to be fair, when I've opened the UK ones, I'm yet to come over one that isn't 1999 to 2000. But when it comes to the booster packs and other theme decks, sadly, most of them are just unlimited holos. So this is a very, very good start. And looking at the card, the centering on it looks very good. So this has good potential. I'm after a 10 if I'm honest with the Gyarados. I do have a 9, if you bear with me. So here I have, you can see, base set 1999 to 2000, and at the bottom there, I do have a 9. And this is a very low population card. But maybe, just maybe, this might be the 10 potential. So if we open this up, I'll try and find the little strip. I'm always nervous about this. I might just go from the top, to be honest, because I do not want to screw these cards up. Yeah, we'll go in from the top. There you go, that's opened up fine. Right, so let's have a look at this card. At face value so far, it's looking very good, but it's going to be the back that sells it. Oh, it looks very clean. This does have, yeah, there's good potential here for this to get a 10, which is extremely exciting. I can't see any holo errors. There's no print lines, no scratches. A lot of the ones that I've opened in the past have had print lines on, or if you look at the back, there'll be a corner that has like a white nick on it. But this one is looking very, very nice indeed. So I can't remember if I've got, yeah, I brought my sleeves down here with me. So if you just bear with me, I'm going to get that in a sleeve and a top loader. Place it there. But this is why I've been opening these packs, because there's no other way that I can see that you're going to get cards this pristine to grade as 4th print. We now have that protected in a sleeve. So hopefully this card here will come back and be the 10 to match my 9, and one of the only 10s in the world. Although PSA are so strict on vintage, I'm just going to predict that it comes back as an 8. So anyway, let's have a look at the other cards that we've got here. So in this deck, we have Starmie. Oh, these are coming in a different order to normal. So what you'd normally have is the 2 Starmies together, or the 3 Starmies together, and then the Magikarps. But for some reason, they've got muddled up when they've been packed. So we have a Starmie, a Magikarp, another 2 Starmies, another Magikarp. We should have 4 Staryus, which we do. Then on to the Beedrill, which is obviously a rare from the base set, so that's quite a good card as well. We'll put that one aside. We have 2 Kakunas, 2 Ivysaurs, another card that is worth setting aside, 4 Weedles, and then some pretty impressive Bulbasaurs. So again, I'm going to put these cards down, and I'm just going to have a look at these because their centering looks really good. The backs look nice too. And again, these, because they're the starter Pokemon, are quite desirable, particularly if they grade a 10. So there's the potential here to have 4 PSA 10, 4th print Bulbasaurs, maybe the Ivysaurs, the Beedrills, and of course the Gyarados. And that is why we open these decks up, or why I open these decks up. And then just to finish it off, we have the trainer cards. So there's 2 potions, a Bill, Super Potions, Switch, Gust of Wind, and then what you have is a big stack of energies with water and grass energies. So that is the Overgrowth deck. So I'm not going to sleeve these all up on video because we'll be here forever, so I'll set most of these aside. And I'll deal with that in a little bit. And before we go on to the Zap deck, I'm going to show you my Charizards. Because I am trying. I was saying about the Charizards being very rare, and there's less than 350 of them in the world that are graded. Well, I happen to own, I think, 24 of the graded Charizards that are 4th print in the world at the moment. And my aim is basically to go from... Oh, sorry, my dog's moving my stand. Go away. Good boy. Always interrupting the videos. Yeah, my aim is basically to get grade 1 to 10 in the 4th print Charizards. And I've got 24 cards so far. I think 6 of them are off for grading now. I've got a variety of doubles. But at the moment, towards my goal, I have the grade 1. I don't have a 2 or a 3 yet. I have the 4, 5, 6, 7. I do have an 8, but what you'll notice here is that it doesn't say 1999 to 2000 because back at this cert number, PSA did not recognise it as a separate set. But if you look down at the bottom, this card is a 1999 to 2000 PSA 8 Charizard. So I'm going to send that off soon for a reholder. But I do not have a 9 and I definitely don't have a 10. So I think the population of the 9 is about 30 and there are 4 10s. So they're going to be very, very hard for me to get. But if we look at these cards, there's a few things with the Charizard that stand out a little bit more than the other holos in the 1999 to 2000 base set. And the main one of those is, if you look at these stripes across the back of the Charizard, instead of being black, they are a tinge of red, so they're like a red stripe. So this card is probably the easiest of all the holo cards to spot from the 4th print edition. It also obviously has 1999 to 2000 base set at the bottom as well. So these are very, very rare, and I think I'm going to struggle. I think it'll be easy to get the 2 and the 3, but the 9 and the 10 is going to take a very, very long time, and I have no idea how valuable the 10 is. As I say, there's only 4 in the world, so they have got to be pretty valuable, and that might be out of my price range, being completely honest with you, but I will do my best to get one way or another. So they're the 4th print Charizards. I've got more of them over here. There's like doubles and stuff, but no one wants to see the same card 6 or 7 times over. So if we set them aside, and we carry on now and open up this Zap theme deck. So I showed you earlier that I opened a Zap theme deck the other day. Now the Mewtwo looks very good on it. I'm predicting a 9 as a grade on that. But if you look at my Pikachus, they're a little bit off center. I think 3 of them, yeah, 1, 2, 3 were off center, and then the last one was okay. And unfortunately, I think there's a chance because of that these 3 here may not get a grade 10 or a 9 and might get knocked down for it. That one will probably do well. So I bought another deck, and my plan is to open that now, and hopefully we'll get another great Mewtwo and also some Pikachus that look good. So here we go again. I'm not going to tell you how much I've spent on all of these. It's too much. But I really, really want to complete this set as a 9. So here we go again. Show the box. So I didn't really give that one much time. But what we have here is the same again. But as you can see, the stripe is purple this time. It's quite hard to see, but that is like a dark shade of purple. So if we open this all up again, and then let's pray that we've got the 4th print and that the centering, etc. is good on them. So deck box again. Chansey token again. Sorry, I won't bore you with this. You've seen it all from the last box, so I'll set that all aside. What we really care about is this. Now, the back of it, the centering looks pretty good. So let's pray that that transforms through to the front, and here we go. Oh, it's not perfect. It's not. Oh, it's not even a fourth print either. Wow. So here's a shock. It says UK Wizards. It says 1999 to 2000. And this is the perfect example of it not being a fourth print. We have got a regular unlimited holo here. So this one is not fourth print. Oh, been done over here. It was all packaged up the same, but this is the example that I was talking about earlier where it is an unlimited holo put into a fourth print box. So my only hope now is that the rest of the cards in here are fourth print, because we've just got a regular Mewtwo there. That's a bit disappointing, but so be it. This is the way that it goes when you open boxes. You never know exactly what you're going to get. So the tab on this one's working. Let's turn it around and take the top off. Wow, that is disappointing. So it's not all over yet though, because I know for a fact that there's a good chance that the rest of the cards in here are fourth print. So here we go, and yes they are. You can tell straight away. If you look, a telltale sign of fourth print on the non-holos is that the colouring is slightly lighter than the standard unlimited. The holos that doesn't apply to. The holos are generally the same apart from the date at the bottom, the only exception being the Charizard having the red stripes instead of the black ones. But for the non-holos, it is a lighter colour. So we have a Kadabra, 2 Jinxes, 2 Haunters, 4 Ghastlies. Oh no, it's 3, sorry, and a Drowsy. We have the Abras, and then here come the Pikachus. Now, the good thing about this is because although the front card, the Mewtwo, was not very centered, the Pikachus are, because that is obviously cut from a different sheet. So that off-center hasn't transferred through all the cards, whereas these ones look very, very good. You can see that the centering's good, and the back of them is immaculate. So despite the disappointment of the Mewtwo being regular, we have what looks like it's going to be 4 PSA potential fourth print Pikachus. Yeah, I think that looks very good. The last one. Yeah, they look really, really clean. And then just to round it all off, we have 3 Magnemites. Computer Search is our rare. So instead, the last one you got the Beedrill, whereas in this one it's a trainer rare, so that one can go down to the side. We then have a variety of trainers again. And then it's electric energy, and it should be psychic energy at the back. Yep, here we go. So that is what's inside a Zap theme deck. So, unfortunately, I'm still going to put this in a sleeve. Bear with. So the Mewtwo goes in a sleeve. I'll get a top loaded for it as well, and then I'm just going to compare it against the fourth print one that I got from my last box. So unlimited, and then the fourth print. So if you see on here, the colours are exactly the same. The only difference is at the bottom there that says 1999, and that one says 1999 to 2000. Still a very nice card, and undoubtedly worth grading as it's straight out of the pack. The only thing with that one is that the centering is slightly off, but no worries there at all. So we've opened them up. We've got some very good cards here, and this has been good fun. I really, really enjoy opening these packs, and again, as you can tell, I'm obsessed with this set, and I'm very keen to get as many of them as I can. I don't know how long this is going to go under the radar. It's been under the radar for so long now, and people have not realised just how rare they are. I say about the population counts of them all. One thing that's worth considering with the population counts is that because PSA didn't always recognise them in the label, quite a few probably got through beforehand just as regular base set holos. I think most people that have them I know about them would have sent them back off to PSA to have them reholded and recognised. So for instance, I'm going to be doing that with this one, and I've done it with a few before. There's probably a fair chunk of them still out there that don't have it recognised in the label, but definitely are still 4th print cards. But it's been a couple of years now since PSA officially started recognising them. So the population counts, I reckon they will double, but even doubling, they are a fraction of what the Shadowless and First Edition are. So they really are the rarest of all the base set variants, and it's just exciting to have as many of them as I do right now. And I guess I'll do an update video once I have sent all these off for grading and got them back, and I'll show you some of the other cards in my collection from the 4th print set, because I think I have 3 complete graded sets now, and obviously I have quite a lot of Charizards. But I hope this video has been a little bit educational and fun to watch, and hopefully I'll be back with some more videos again in the future. If you want to follow me, as I say, I've updated my my social media and brand name now, so it's John's Card Stop. So if you want to see me on Instagram or TikTok, it's John's_card shop. It's the same for my eBays, and I'm slowly going around all the stores in the UK that I have with my cards in and updating the signs. It's a bit of a steady progress, but thank you again for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll be back soon.